I never stopped being creative. Like that's what I love about my job.
As a child, Vincent Ricketts never dreamed of being an astronaut or police officer.
Growing up watching a man do hair, that was like, the manly thing to do in my childhood.
Because styling hair is in his DNA.
My uncles did it, my great-grandparents, my grandpa did it. Everyone wants to be like a firefighter, or something like that, and I always just thought, oh, my dad's a rock star because he does hair.
Creative freedom is what pulled him into the family tradition.
I never thought that I was going to do hair growing up. I get really fancy with contrast and playing with color and just trying to push colors that people have never seen before or don't think work together.
He's been here at T's Salon in Bayview for a year, giving his clients his all. But it's another passion keeping him busy.
Kind of feel like Bob Ross right now. Explaining, it's all about the layers.
Like the late TV host painter Bob Ross, Vincent has a joy of painting too.
These guys are out foraging for berries together, and he's got a pack of berries on his back. Because why not? It'll be fun.
It's a talent he discovered as a child.
I won my first competition. I did a family portrait when I was 3, so I've been painting my whole life.
A hobby helping him through his toughest moments.
I recently got sober. I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic, and so I'm trying to go back to my roots and try to work on my coping skills on what makes me happy, and like painting is like my drug of choice now, and hair, so I put everything into that.
He first walked into T's newly sober.
Him coming in at a time that was so vulnerable for him, I think that's really what he needed.
Embraced by his boss, Daniel Olkives.
And it was great to see somebody who's like, I have to be real with you, this is how I'm struggling.
Who lets Vincent display his work.
If I'm inspired enough by a painting, I just really don't ever stop once I start.
On the salon walls.
Addiction is something a lot of people can relate to, whether they're an addict or not.
No matter the subject.
The first one I did has to do with smoking and how it can be a nasty habit and how it's bad for the environment. And this is a good series, and I've always wanted to focus on a series about art and addiction, but it's like I was never sober long enough to do it. And now that I've had, over, a year and a half sober now, I'm, seeing clearly for the first time, and I feel like it's, time to put it on paper.
Not only is he expressing his struggles.
For my fourth one, I'm gonna do alcohol, and I'm thinking about doing a self-portrait because that was my drug of choice.
He's also pouring himself into an outlet that fills his cup, no alcohol needed.
I've always wanted to do art full-time, but now I can't see my life without hair either. So I'm kind of, everything happens for a reason, and I'm kind of glad that I'm on this path, and I can do both and show both.
From creating colorful hair to art meant to inspire and be discussed, Vincent has found his path.
That's my drug of choice. That's what makes me happy, is putting all my extra time and free time into making something that is worthwhile and people can appreciate. I want to leave my mark, even if it's a little one, and with it, whether it be painting or hair, that's where I find joy, and that's what I want to do the rest of my life.
Keeping his family heritage alive while following his childhood dream.